Welcome. It's been a minute, but we up in it. So let me go ahead and share this to my Facebook platform while everybody can come on in and check us out. I hope everybody's doing okay this new year. Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna share this. Come on in and check us out. Do.
Sing it, girl, sing it. Y'all ain't know Navita was cutting the album, did y'all? We trying to get it all types of ways.
Can you grab me a water while you're up, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Are we gonna open the call-in line?
That's up to you. If you want to. It's just me and her right now. We need
Lumala is unable to join us at the moment, so hopefully he will be better in the near future to be able to come and check us out. Let me just put 614-556-4535. Anything else? Topic. What was it? Have you been friend zoned? How to tell if you've been friend zoned? Gonna give y'all some good advice.
We'll give you the best advice we can give.
Women are still friend zoning men, and men are still friend zoning women until they head get. Cause don't stop just cause you get older. It don't stop cause you got older.
But you my friend.
And really, when you get older, I think women should and men should know when they've been friend zoned, but they still don't. Because I'm gonna tell you about some of the things I've seen recently on Facebook with men. Like, I don't know if you want to call it dry bagging, but they be on Facebook talking about, I don't know why I can't get a woman that looks like this. I've never had a real pretty woman. I've never been a type that can get an Instagram model. What am I doing wrong? Can someone tell me why women don't like me?
No, wait, hold on. I ain't never been the type to get an Instagram model.
Yeah.
So this is what they see. That's the problem. We need to talk about that. We need to talk about the selection process here. You know what I'm saying? So you want an Instagram model. I think we got to be honest with ourselves and ask ourselves the question: what do I mean, that famous. What do I bring to the table? I mean, you know what I'm saying? You want an Instagram model, dog. It's tons of women out here that are not Instagram models.
Well, he want to know why he can't seem to get these chicks.
Well, you can tell him why.
Well,
why couldn't he get an Instagram model?
I told him, first of all, this whole post make pussy dry. So you shouldn't. This right here is what you don't want to do. And
how about a man come to you? Hey, Queen, how you doing, Queen? Everything going good, Queen?
It's going good.
What's up, Queen? You're so beautiful. How you doing, Queen?
You know what you say?
You
Queen
hungry?
One more time.
Queen. Does that?
Oh my God!
Does that make it moist? You know what I'm saying? Is
no,
that better?
No, that queen shit. First of all, it's so to me, it's they call everybody queen. Everybody. Now,
how can everybody be a goddamn queen?
It ain't even no significance in it. Like that could be. I don't even feel flattered more.
Hey, bitch.
Because it's like everybody. Invite your audience to connect their Facebook.
Clip that off.
How do you? Okay. Well, I might want to invite my.
No, that's because that's in our private group.
Oh, okay.
They won't want to. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm just like, hell. Everybody get called queen now, so I feel like shit. It ain't even nothing special about it. I've just seen bitches who done had a train ran on them and everything.
Hey, else. Queen.
Hey, queen. You know what I'm saying? She done been responsible for a man going down, and she done lied on him and told the cops he did something to her, and the baby ain't his, and did.
Hey, Queen, how you
I'll
doing,
be
Queen?
like, you know what? That is too much for me.
When everybody's a queen, it's not special. That's what we got to understand.
Special.
And then on top of that, we so caught up into this whole society. We all deserve trophy shit.
Yeah.
That is.
Let me just make sure.
We so caught up into this.
You sound so crisp and clear.
Yeah, we're gonna work on our cameras, family.
I don't know what happened to the camera. Right. It was clear at one point, but I don't know if we got it on the wrong setting. No. You need to wipe it off, maybe?
I'm gonna tell you what it is.
What?
You ain't gonna hear it.
Okay, well then don't tell me. So let's
I'm
go
gonna tell
ahead.
you anyway. Okay. Navita got this camera at an excellent price. But they ain't tell us it was a time limit on how long that shit's gonna be clear.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
It's an operator error that we done.
Oh, nigga, why don't you just say my name then?
We done changed the
I'm the operator.
On it or something.
Let me try to wipe the lens. So, you know, this nigga always coming up with some shit trying to make her tip look like he had. All right, Queen. All right, Queen.
King. Okay, I mean, you know, that shit that ain't nothing. Oh, look at your ass. Just look at your ass. Does that help? No. Okay, so anyway, oh my God, Boise. We are at it though. Anyway, yeah, so I mean, I don't know. Ladies, how do y'all feel about it? Do you feel
all you queens without queendoms, land and territory, please text us in and let us know how you feel about that.
Hold on. Because I'm like, you know, I don't. Do you think does it make you feel special? Hold on.
Oh God.
Okay, I'm like, shoot. I mean, if they calling anybody can be a queen now. Shit. I'm like, well, I'll be dipped in shit.
We all see, but that goes back to that fantasy that we had for, you know, to try to uplift ourselves. Everybody came, we all come from royalty and shit like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I understand where we were. Because we wanted to feel good. We needed to feel good because we are so against where we came from. So we needed to hype up the fantasy aspect. But it's time for us to get to the reality. Everybody don't get a quote unquote. I don't even know why you want an Instagram model. I'm just sitting up here like, God damn.
I mean, they had the song, you know, I'm in love with a stripper.
I mean, a stripper is not necessarily an Instagram model. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, it's more strippers than really people making money on Instagram.
But the thing about it is, when they start bragging about being in love with a stripper and all that type of stuff, then you know what I mean? That just opens the gate to other things, because I remember coming up that wasn't an aspiration.
To be in love with a stripper.
You know what I'm saying? Men wanted their women to be
different than them hoes out there in the street.
Yeah, they wanted to be, you know, even though we know it's true, but they wanted at least to create the illusion that you're a virgin.
Baby.
Give me an illusion that you're still a virgin.
Right.
I mean, I can't even create the illusion when I come up there and everybody got
and you can do everything
shit
right.
down your ass. And you got it gapped open, pee popping on a handstand, you know. You doing all of that type of stuff. So there's nobody is really. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm trying to find our thing here. Hold on. Really. So I just, you know, don't think that after a while the name just becomes, like you said, a name.
It's just a name.
It's nothing to be proud about. Like, oh, you know, he called me queen. I mean, I ain't angry. You can call me queen. I'm not angry about it or any of that. You know what I'm saying? Because just like I still don't get this thing with women not wanting men to say smile to them. I just think it's
or anything that it's like we have become anti compliments. I mean, any compliment that I was at a Burger King, and you know I'm a little older dude, and for those that don't know, just a little bit older.
Okay, cool.
And so I go through the drive-through, and the woman gives me the service, and in talking to her, I'm like, thank you, baby. Don't call me baby. I ain't nobody's baby. I'm like, bitch, listen. Give me my cap up. I ain't never coming back to this
motherfucker. Where was you at?
Burger King.
Well,
right, you know what I'm saying?
You couldn't even be a king at Burger King.
I can't be a king at Burger King. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is I ain't saying baby because I'm trying to get at you. I ain't saying baby because I want to sleep with you. I'm saying baby because that's part of the lingo I use, and I'm not.
That's part of the black man swag that we all used to love and like.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Now there's a war against the black man swag. What's CPT mean? Color people time, Terrence?
Oh yeah, well, yeah, you right, Terrence. We slipping. No, but actually, what we was trying to do is because with Ujamaa, me and Davita was kind of arguing beforehand because I got these long write-ups and shit, and I want to do the write-ups and I want to do the thumbnails and shit. And I was running late. Davita wasn't running late. She was here, and I want to do all that shit. And we arguing beforehand. She claiming I don't listen to her ass. She put on her. And she think when she put on her magic blender glasses, I'm supposed to just shut the fuck
Minister
up and talk.
Khalid Muhammad week. Okay.
It's Khalid Muhammad week? Okay.
Yeah, well, you going to be getting ready for the new holiday that Tariq Nasheed is implementing?
Push it! Excuse me.
Have you heard about that, Mr. Scott? I'm about to push it out the damn chair.
That might be that Watusi flu I got.
Have you heard about that? The Foundation of Black American holiday that he's promoting.
Push it.
Stop, so I can hear you.
I'm sorry.
I got it. I'm not pushing shit. I just need you to know that we're having a conversation, trying to see if he's heard about it. I want to see what his opinion. You can pick up your dick. What do you mean?
I was only joking.
Joking about what?
He talking about when you was pushing me and stuff like that. He said, "Put up your dick, Navita." He just joking.
I don't even know what you're talking about though.
When you was just checking me about
about pushing.
Yeah, how you very aggressive and shit.
So anyway, I want to ask you. So you say you have heard. I'd be lost about shit. So anyway,
and remember they about 10 seconds behind us on everything we do.
Okay, so
So you got your memory. You got to sharpen that shit up. Here.
Okay.
Here's a notebook.
Get the fuck out of here.
Speaking of notebooks, we got the Ujamaa. We got
the CPT. You saying the CPT thing was a joke? I know that was a joke. I mean, is that what he's saying? The CPT was a joke. You don't even know, motherfucker.
Well, hold on. Let me check I'm gonna check my notes.
I know that. I know that. I didn't think it was a joke. No, to put up the dick was a joke. I know that was a joke too.
So he's funny today. Leave him alone.
Shut the fuck up.
We talking about relationships, and we want to know: have you been friend zoned?
Well, how to know?
Oh, how to know?
Yeah, we know too. We know it's all in jest. You like to use this. It's all in jest. You're such a verbalist. He's so particular and proper. He's a wordsmith? He is a wordsmith. And no cap, as the kids say. I mean that sincerely. But I learned that cap means bullshit today.
That's how you know you old.
I didn't know.
When she be learning.
I learned that off of like Drink Champs. Because I thought it meant like cracking jokes. That's what the fuck we used to do.
We did call it capping, didn't we?
Yeah, they capping.
Wow.
So, and I kept saying, what does it mean? And they be like, no cap. And I'd be like,
no joking.
No joking. But then they use it in other words too. What other ways? Like, that's lying. Cap. And right. I'm like,
you lying. You joking.
That's cap.
Yeah, that's cap. You're joking.
No, it means bullshit.
Right. But think about it. What you just described breaks down what it means. We used to use it to crack on each other and tell jokes and not, to be funny. They're saying, no cap. This is very serious. It's no joke. This is not bullshit. Or what you're saying is cap. Bullshit.
Okay, right. Okay, cool. So you
they stole our shit. These little kids.
Corey and Craig started it. Terrence said they did a song called That's Cap. But anyway, so you was talking about how to know if you've been Stop bringing that bullshit. Stop the cap. Okay, there we go. How to know if you've been friend zoned? Now, Brother Hot Tim said he's been friend zoned a couple of times.
Couple of times. I've
And
been friend zoned my whole goddamn life.
Say, I have been a woman that has friend zoned.
She friend zoned me, goddammit. Well, actually, she just ran away from me when she was single. This was before she met her husband, but she friend zoned me. I ain't even have a chance.
Okay, so
hiding this shit, hiding right in front of my eyes, trying to hide.
I don't even remember any of that he talking about.
You know how a woman act like, I hope he don't see me. We in the car riding and dating together, nigga. How am I not gonna see you?
I don't even remember this shit.
Protect me, Ed. Protect me. That dark motherfucker look like he wants some.
That is not what went down. You know what, motherfucker? I know that.
How you doing, Navita?
That is not true. And I ain't never been to dating with you. We must have been going to Youngstown. That's where I used to.
No, we ain't going to Youngstown to see homeboy.
To see who?
Ray
Hagen?
Yeah.
Youngstown.
Was it?
Yes.
Well, I was sitting in the back sleep anyway. It could have been Youngstown.
But anyway, so here's some of the signs I always say. The friend zone thing is that know this. And before I go to that, let me just ask this question, because I really want to know, because I got beat up on social media over this. But I told you about the guy who had put up on social media that he's never been the guy to get the cute girl. He's never been the guy that could get like an Instagram model.
Oh, God.
He's a really nice guy, but he wants to know what is it that he's doing wrong to where he can't seem to get women.
Is this who I think it is?
No, I don't know this dude.
Okay, I thought it was, because you know we got one of those.
Yeah, I know we got one in the village that does that. And so I'm like, hey, yo, I don't even fucking know, well, oh shit, I can't do that. Oh, wait a minute. So, I'm like, okay, well, the first starter is you might want to quit putting stuff like this up. That's what you want to do.
What you mean, far as the post?
Yes.
Okay.
Stop putting these types of posts up because women don't find it attractive.
So hold on now. First, one, she's saying those type of posts and even those type of complaints, women don't find attractive. One, go ahead. Next.
So my thing is, write it down now so you have your notes. So, what was messed up about it is when I said that, I had black folks coming at my neck talking about, I dare me. How dare you tell him to hold his feelings? Oh, let me.
Oh, my God.
And what I said was, I said that he should not post those types of things, number one. Number two, he need to find men in his community or village or tribe that could give him proper counsel.
He don't have a tribe. You can tell by
three, find somebody who is able to get the shit you trying to obtain and ask them how they did it.
Ooh,
that's what I said.
That was some good advice. And you got ran over on that shit?
Oh man, they ran my ass over.
But go back to the feelings piece. So they said that you violated his feelings.
They said that I'm being misogynistic, and would I ever tell a woman to do that? They said I buy. We no longer have to be buying into this patriarchal bullshit regarding men. He should be able to say what he wants to say. People commit suicide because people like you. And I was like, you know what, motherfucker?
So is this why you was talking about the whole social media
and it's just been and it's just been a constant me seeing these types of things, and what I say, we have totally assimilated to what they say we should do, and it's just gotten so annoying to me that I just don't even want to be on social media no more because it's so annoying. You can't have an opinion outside of the majority or what they consider the abnorm, in my opinion, which is the abnormal behavior masquerading as normal behavior. And then, if you think outside the box, you're misogynistic, you promoting a patriarchal society, you are homophobic, you are blackophobic, I don't know, whiteophobic. I mean, you're in fear of everything if you don't support everything that a person decides they want to do. I don't have to support. I need to respect you and let you have your space and do it what you do it in. But I don't have to say, oh, I love everything you do. And that's okay. Because you don't have to love everything I do, but you got to respect me. You might not like the fact that I dye my hair and I'm in my 50s. Because I've had people say that, like, you too old to be doing all them different colors and stuff. You ain't got to like it. But guess what?
It's your right to do that shit.
It's still my right to do that shit. It shouldn't deny me housing opportunities or any job opportunities, which we know it can, because of the color of my hair.
And because you got locks. Period.
And because I got locks. But
they don't talk about that shit, huh? You know, we don't talk about real shit.
I did tag. Oh, I should have tagged you. I should have. He's probably still on here whining like a bitch because he was doing it for 2 days.
2 days?
Yeah, for 2 days.
See, now, I want to go to the first one you said, because you said the complaining wasn't sexy, and you let him know that the complaining wasn't sexy, but then because you said that, you was in support of the patriarchy. You were denying him his ability to express his emotions.
Right.
And see, because now, only in a first world society where we don't have to really get out and necessarily kill for our food is that really a motherfucking issue. One of the reasons that men and women handle issues differently was because the roles are different. And when I'm on a battlefield or I'm out here and I have to take a motherfucking life, whether it's a chicken or another human being, I ain't got time to be processing my mother to be exactly the same when we are not. And that shit is more dangerous than anything else.
Because I also think that a lot of us, that's why I say, like I told my sister, 80% of us are really have assimilated so much to Eurocentric thinking and we don't know it. And and even with my feelings, and I should be able to cry, and I'm not telling a man that he shouldn't hold his feelings in, but like we said on the one show before when Freedom was on, I don't need no man that's crying all the goddamn time now because you feel in a certain way. That's a fucking turn off, because you know what? There are different gender roles and practices, and like for those who like even follow Kevin Samuels, he'll say you can't be, there is gender bias. There is, what is the word I'm looking for? Double standards. So you don't complain about the ones that benefit you. So don't complain about the ones that don't. If you're going to complain about all of it. Don't, like she told the one chick who was like, it's unfair that I as a woman, don't get treated fairly as a man. He said, well, what about when you get in the club for free because you're pretty and you're a woman? And she's like, well, I mean, I have nothing to do with that, and blah, 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 blah. Long story short, the things that benefited her, she had no problem with.
None at all.
He said, I never said, have you ever went to the club and said, sir, I want to wait to the back of the line, and I want to pay full price.
Full price! I want to pay double, goddammit, because I just feel that I want to be double.
Because I want you to treat me just like you treat these ugly girls. Have you ever done that? And she just was sitting there salty as hell. But I say that to say, you know what? I want to. Hey, let me see here.
What's wrong?
Terrence, can you see on my page, on my Facebook page, because I had disabled my page and I'm trying to see if it's back up and running. I know I posted my stuff, so can you like something and let me know if you've seen it on my page from my post on the videos? I know we late and we haven't been here for a few weeks, but we be back. We be back getting it
now,
back up and popping.
We have to admit that one of the shows was a total, we just was old and forgot.
Yeah, that damn pink toe. So anyway, I'm just saying that to say, and no woman thinks that's hot, that you running around here crying all the time.
All in your feelings.
All in your feelings all the time. Okay, you got my tag that I tagged you in? Okay, cool. So, no one likes that. Women, why? I mean, and it may be a hurtful thing and a hard pill to swallow for some of y'all. And I don't know if he was dry begging for cooch.
That's what it sounds like.
But I wanted to say that, but I didn't say it. But I wanted to say, okay, well, if it's so hot, bitch,
why don't you
give
with him?
Me some pussy.
See now but then you would have been wrong for that because you misogynistic. You know what I'm saying?
And then one of them was a dude who was coming at my neck, and he was like, I've been there, and I've been the unwanted motherfucker before.
And what's your height and weight?
Right, what's your height and weight? I got a motherfucking husband. But, it's like, that's the thing. What's your height and weight? And I think with the height and weight, okay, if men subscribe to that, then women should be able to say, what's your wallet and dick size? Even exchange. So if you want to know your height and weight, like how much money you make a year or how much you make an hour, and what's your dick size? Because those are things that...
Low and big. Yeah,
low and big.
Low and big.
Okay, well, low and big it is. Shit. But I think a lot of guys would be offended if women started their conversations.
Well, some women do. We got to be honest. Some women do, and that sparked a lot of this piece because basically, many of us, because we have both sides looking for double standards, like you were saying. I want to have all the best of my thing, and you to have nothing, and you want all the best of your thing.
Okay, but so you're saying that women, though, but you think women cause the thing for men to be like, come up to them and say, what is it, age and dress size? Is that what they're asking? A lot of times I see it on the
thing. I ain't gonna say women are, but yeah, women's behaviors have led men to do that. Just like men's behavior
that led men to say? So what did women? What were women doing?
Start swelling up like a motherfucker.
Really, put the number up. Okay, hold on. But okay, so when you say, I thought you meant that they caused men to ask those questions because they were asking questions of men that were along that caliber.
No.
So you're just saying that the reason why men are asking that question is because a lot of us are overweight. I know I'm overweight. Oh, hold on a second.
Go to
what am I typing in? Just tell me. Uber conference.
Yeah, Uber. It still work. Uber conference still work for you for some reason. I don't understand that. It don't work for me. Go down pad, right?
To down pad, yeah.
And then it's
log in.
Yes. Wait, no. Make sure it's the yeah. There you go. Start meeting. You know how to work it from there. So the lines are open 614-556-4535. Yeah, we should be good. We should be good. Start meeting.
Do what now?
Go back and start that meeting.
I did. Oh, again.
And if the music start playing, we'll cut the music off. But can y'all hear us? Cool. All right. So
why are we up on the over here and not over here on the line?
Because you got the camera. You got the camera on. We are on the line.
Okay.
We still up.
Okay, whatever. Black men are letting years of frustration come to the front.
Yeah, because it's like, as black men, we have always had to deal with the fact that if you didn't have enough, it was a certain. If you didn't have enough money, it was a certain level of woman that you couldn't deal with. But I think that's all men. If you don't have enough money or enough resources or access to resources, there was only a certain level of woman that you could get to. And then we were faced with the fact that it was even a smaller percentage of us, you know what I'm saying, than any other group that didn't have those resources. And then we would have Pookie and Ray Ray running around this motherfucker broke and impregnating everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, and then you come to me, I'm trying to treat you and be like, hey, queen, and I'm treating you good. And you want to put qualifiers on me in your relationship.
So should they not be qualifiers on the relationship?
Well, if it's qualifiers, all right, cool. Let's be honest. If there's what qualifiers can you put on a relationship? You know what I'm saying? As far as some of the things that we put them on, when you done accept it, motherfuckers, they ain't had shit.
I did post the number. You didn't see me post it there?
It ain't go up. You might not. You might not take it.
It did, because I seen the little. I'll do it again.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Oh, my fault. I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm sorry, man.
I'll do it again. I know I posted it because those little things came up.
Yeah.
Post it again. It'll say host on it, and you'll see all the little things on it. Do you see it now? Because I posted it up above here. Yeah. Somebody just rode through the back of the bus.
Damn, them night cameras is good. We could do, actually, if we use those cameras, we could do a show outside.
Mm-hmm. Oops. So, okay, yeah, the number's posted. No, I posted it up there. If you go back up now, damn it, you're going to have to make...
There she go. Don't get her started. Oh, she
says
she
2015, 21. Right
need to be right. They need to be right.
Not the need to be right. I know I am, because I'm showing the proof. Now, see, this is the thing that you men do, see. When I give you the facts and the evidence, you still want to rebut against it. Sir.
Stop.
You can't overtalk me.
Stop.
You are rebutting against the facts. I gave you the facts, sir.
Stop.
And then you still have a problem with that.
Stop. Just stop.
Sir, I need to know your
Glenda.
wallet.
Glenda, need to know my what? My wallet is low and big. That's my...
So anyway, if you don't see it up there, I don't know what's wrong, because I've done it twice now.
It's up. Please tell her.
If you don't see it, let me know, because then I know something's wrong. He said he's not seeing it.
What platform is he on? Let me see.
What platform are you?
You say Facebook?
Are you on? Yes, that's Facebook. You don't see where it says host, and then there's a phone number under host?
All the Facebooks is posted up. She posted up all the Facebook. 614-556-4535. Once again, the Black Line number is 614-556-4535. Call into the Black Line. We are ready.
I'm hungry.
Hold on. Hold your horses.
I'm holding it.
Hold your horses.
All right, so we established that being on social media, dry bagging for the
cooch, as you call it,
some coochie is not a good look, no matter what age you are.
It might sound like a good song, but it's not very attractive to the woman.
It's not an attractive thing.
I'm dry bagging for some coochie.
Because what happens is, women are attracted to men they like that other women like.
Ain't that something?
We want to think our man is desirable, not just for us.
Yes.
But when we walk down the street, other women be like, "He that nigga hot."
So
Wagwan family.
Now I'm only gonna turn this on for a second, so we make sure.
You can do it for the TV.
Happy Minister Khalid Muhammad B.
Thank you.
I've been feeling like Marvin for a blood talk show.
Right,
I'm so glad y'all back on, and I'm enjoying the Dutch part. You guys started off talking about the friend zone, and then I want to circle back to what you guys what you were just talking about. I believe the friend zone, and I know a lot of people are not going to agree with this.
Well, hold on. Before we get there, I want to make sure that you are being heard.
All right. Test microphone.
Because what happens is...
Hold on. We so far behind. The TV is closer. Can you turn the volume up real quick? So TV. Keep on talking. Check 1, 2.
Wait a minute. Let me get the volume up first.
The TV is closer.
What's going down?
So keep on talking. Check 1, 2.
Wait a minute. Let me get the volume up first. Yep, we can hear you.
We got you. Cool.
You good. Okay, go ahead. So you saying the friend zone.
Yeah, so I've got an explanation, I believe, for the friend zone. I think what it is a lot of women do it because they still feel like they have options, or they want to leave something open for that dream guy that they come in, that they want to come in. So it's easy for them they might even like the dude that they put in the friend zone, but let me just put you on ice, and let me see what my options are out here. And as they get older, they hit that wall and they realize, oh damn, I'm not going to be able to get that high value money man that I've been wanting. And so now I got to look at my friend zone guys, my dudes that I had on chill. So I've always thought that's why women did it. Because if you're in a friend zone, y'all still do things. You go out, and
get all the benefits.
Well,
have to pay no pennies.
Well, let me just say this then.
Most
of the friends, I'm not defending. You don't even know what the hell I'm about to say, Mr. Cleo. The thing about it is that friend zoning, at least let me just say for me and what I've seen, like say I friend zone someone 9 times out of 10, I'm not doubling back to get with him. I just don't. I didn't like you then, and in most cases, I'm not gonna. If I completely friend zoned you, believe me, that's not gonna be so many years later. I'm gonna be like, what happened to? He was a nice guy because I done got I'm overweight and shit, but I got a man and shit. But the thing about it is this: even before I got with my husband, the thing about it is this. I never thought like going back to people I friend zone. Now exes I have, and not because I'm like, oh well, now my options is slimming down, and I just think that your options become different, but it's not that they become so to the point unless you just some women are just so desperate that I'll take that friend zone nigga that look like Biz Marquis, that don't have shit going for him. I'm about to go for him because that's the best I can do now that I done hit the wall.
Make it sound so bad.
Or what have you. I mean, no, I'm saying that's what some women may do.
You hurt my feelings.
You know what you don't look like.
You're an anomaly. You're an anomaly.
I am not an anomaly.
This is why it can be difficult sometimes to have a conversation with a woman because women tend to personalize information. So we're not even.
That's not even a woman thing. That's a human thing.
I'm gonna have to agree with her on that one.
Yeah, that's a human thing.
Right signs. Yeah, there's that need to be right. I'm gonna go with that. It's a human thing. But I started the conversation.
Well, Tim said it was a human thing. Does he need to be? He said he agreed with me. Well, so does that his need to be right?
Yeah.
That's your need to be right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I disagreed with you as well. I disagreed. I said I'll go with that.
I know, but you added in the stab of it. I needed to be right, like I was saying it, not because.
Let me talk. You're over talking.
This is my show, sir. Sir, this is my show. Sir. One thing we're not going to do here is when you hear my voice, that means you stop. Now, if you want to use the Kevin Samuels jargon.
Okay, all right. Let me explain my perspective, okay? When I started talking about the friend zone, I likened it because I feel like women do it more. Men ain't put you in the friend zone unless you just ain't our type.
No, we got what we call just a fuck zone.
Exactly.
There you go, right there. Jump off. You know what I'm saying?
So it's comparable. It's comparable.
No, it's not.
Jump off, or or we are old faithful. Somebody we know we can roll up.
Okay, Freedom said it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm not trying to wipe her though. So when I spoke about it, I'm talking about the women because I've been in friend zones. I get put in friend zones still, and I think I understand. I just have my opinion on it. I don't have facts or any science.
Of course.
Or anything like that. But when you look at the scientific data that's there, like most women in the relationships and things of that nature, then it makes sense. It's conceivable to think that women are the ones that created that friend zone thing. Now, you might not be the type of woman that we're talking about.
She broke up with me.
I know you personally. Tim knows you personally. So
she broke up with me.
You've always been an anomaly, though, Nikita. You're different from most women that I know. You're not the same.
But hold on, man.
Hold on. Let me read Freedom's post because Freedom said something very interesting here. She said, men put in the friend zone are there because I would not be interested romantically. It has nothing to do with age. So it's not like, and I think she's saying kind of like how I was saying, it's not like, I get older and I put on weight. Now I'm trying to go back and grab these friend zone niggas that I wasn't interested. I mean, so sure, like you said, I'm sure there are women that do that. But in her case, she's saying that's not the scenario for her either. It's just once you was in that friend zone, for real friend zone, it was motherfucker. I could be 450, and I'm not coming back for you.
Again, freedom is an anomaly as well. You cannot personalize the information. We're not talking about Navita and freedom. I'm talking.
I mean,
about
but I understand that. That's why I said to you.
Not all women, but women.
Okay, are you missing when I say?
No, he's not.
Let me finish. Are you missing when I said to you that there are women that fall into what you just said?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not personal. I'm just telling you about our two instances.
That's
It's not
personalized.
that I'm generalizing everybody to be. I'm just telling you two stories about me and her. I understand once again that there are women out there that fall under what you're talking about.
Yeah, and anomalies exist on every plane. So
I know that, and I'm just talking about the two anomalies.
Okay, but we
so
can't.
Should I not discuss it at all?
No. So, all right, now, but hold on. Let's be clear, because in many cases, both of us, we're talking from a standpoint of people that stand outside of it. Because first off, we are spending Ujamaa night, or what people know as Thursday night, having discussions that other people don't even give a fuck about. So most of the people that's going to be calling in here is going to be anomalies, and we out because you're coming from your standpoint, she coming from her standpoint, and if we don't allow each other to be heard, we're not going to understand. So. Absolutely. So go and finish your point, and then the video could come back because we know that the people that are listening to the show more than likely don't fit into what the fuck we talking about. But we are a very small number of all the million of motherfuckers out here.
Yes, that's what I'm speaking to. I wasn't speaking to anyone particular or individual. We're talking about the majority, not all.
Correct.
I'm just speaking majority.
Okay, I said that you were though. That's what I'm kind of confused about.
Navita, I'm not saying that you didn't. I'm not trying to debate with you about it. We agree. I agree to your perspective when you said it's a human thing, and you agreed to some of mine. So that's all I wanted to say on that. It does exist, and I gave my opinion and my reason why I think it exists. Doesn't make it fact or law or anything like that. So I just wanted to share that. Now, let's talk about the guy that should have tagged me when they was coming at your neck. I would have defended you in that. But I think what we are seeing now, black men for years have been ridiculed, trashed. When I was 8, 9 years old, I would hear my mom on the phone with her sister talking about how all black men were dogs. Remember back in the 60s and 70s, they called us dogs. They don't hear that now. You don't hear that anymore now. So I've heard it for a long time. I have the majority of my friends are females, and I would listen to them talk. And it was always what black men are not doing. Black men need to do this. And here's the difference, right? We didn't get offended by it. We listened to it, and a lot of us put it into practice. Kevin Samuels, for the first 3 years of his show, sitting on men royally. I saw a show where he told the dude said women, he came on talking about women were the enemy. Kevin broke him down. He had a same list that he would ask the men. Where do you work? What do you do for a job? Dude said he was an Uber driver.
And a musician.
He said he was an Uber driver. And so Kevin told him, he said, the reason you getting put in the friend zone, dude, is because of your money and you probably got a small dick. That's what he said to the dude. And the brother just sat there and he listened. See, black men, we are used to the ridicule and this is what you need to do and you should be doing. We're used to that. So what did black men started doing? They started fixing the things about themselves. We're holding one another accountable more so now than we probably did in the past. And the majority of black men want to be married. Okay, so black men took the information. We didn't get upset about it. You know why? Because we didn't overvalue ourselves. We listen. I don't call myself a high value man because there are prerequisites that are in place that would put you in that category. And I don't fit any of those right now. I'm an average Joe brother working hard every day. You know what I'm saying? Punching the clock, trying to get my radio station off the ground and all of that.
What radio station?
WMLR.
More Life Radio. Yes, sir. Yeah, been doing it for a while. And
you go how if all right, when you get done doing this, because you come on all the time, I need you to promote your radio station, then talk to us about putting a commercial up on the goddamn show. Let's work together. We doing the same thing.
Brother, that's Navita will tell you exactly all about
it. Navita only talk to me every now and then. She breaks up with me and she done got married behind my goddamn back. She divorced me, took my kids and shit. I don't know what's wrong with Navita.
Let's go. Okay, so where were we at?
Well, I was getting ready to say, I think what we're experiencing right now with the Black Manosphere, and shout out to everybody in the Black Manosphere, it's not just Kevin Samuels. Shout out to the queens that are rocking on the Black Manosphere. Dee Dee. There's a few of them.
What's the one with the fan?
Tariq Nasheed said they're a bunch of simps that couldn't get chicks, and now
what's Muslim? Yeah, the Muslim chick with the fan. What's her name?
She is. It's a gross name. It's referring to the period, the menstrual cycle. I forget the name of her show. I watch her sometimes. There's a few of them, man, and these women are saying the same things that Kevin Samuels is saying. What I find odd, though, is that the women are not dragging these sisters. They're not on there, oh, she's a lesbian, oh, she hates women, and they're not doing them like that. And they're saying the same thing with the same thing of Iyanla Vanzant. And peace and shout out and love to the Queen, Sister Sherazade Ali, who started this years ago.
But she was drugged through the mud when she started it too. They drugged her through the mud.
No, but we got to keep it real. Sherazade Ali didn't start that shit. Sherazade Ali was bringing some shit from the culture, and she just highlighted that shit. Right. We got to understand, this ain't some shit that was started. This was some shit and how we did it. We're talking about gender roles, and we're talking about men doing men shit and women doing women shit. There ain't no shit that Sherazade started. She just was trying to remind us.
Right. But she was one of the first people to bring it like to a big, larger platform.
She was the first black woman. She was the first black woman to call and hold black women accountable.
What about? All right, now I'm gonna say this. Then what about all the sisters in the Nation of Islam that was doing that shit before Sherazade Ali?
But they were doing it in a more secure space.
I got you. All right, now you got me. You got me on that one. I'm gonna shut up. I don't need to be right.
That's what I said. The platform was large. She was on a larger.
Now you need to be right.
Now you need to shut the fuck up.
Shut up, Glenda.
Kevin Samuels is not the first dude to talk like this.
Don't be breathing hard on me.
I know many people that have had the conversation. I just think his presentation is what gets him over and what has made him big doing this. But back to the topic, we are experiencing a time now with black men, because we were not able to speak freely. We weren't able to tell our baby, I don't like them eyelashes. What is that about? We weren't able to say, you better not say shit about how your woman dressed or none. Even if they ask, they don't want the truth. Do I look fat in this? I dare you to say yeah. Dare you to tell her she looks fat. You get cussed out. Every man knows that. So I think that's why men are rallying behind the Black Manosphere and the people that are putting it on.
Okay, I need to say something at some point. So, I mean, this is my question. So you were saying there was a time with the when the men, they couldn't say shit. But I remember, and this is where I kind of trip out of the Kevin Samuels saying, well, we don't complain about the gender biases. We the ones we take the bad with the bad and we take the good with the good. It's only the women that are complaining. But when you really look at it, the men are complaining too. And one of the gender biases that you're speaking of, you're saying is that, men were not allowed to say, like, tell you that you was fat or your eyelashes was bad or whatever. But there's also, on the other flip side of that too, I remember a time when women couldn't say shit or do shit about their man being on the other side of town with a whole nother fucking family. You know what I'm saying?
That was a whole different generation, and I.
Wait, that was wrong, man. Wait, hold on. Stop. You kind of confirmed what she was saying, right? Because if it was wrong, it was wrong. and you kind of negated the wrongness of it by saying that was a different generation. And I understand what you're saying, but now.
Yeah, no, I'm not taking away. I didn't get to. I was getting ready to elaborate a bit.
Okay.
I agree with what you said. There was a time that existed like that. Remember the rule of thumb? Remember that law? That was an actual law. That
yes, I remember.
Take a rod or a stick. No, he could beat his woman as long as that rod or stick was not bigger or wider than his thumb. That was a law. So I agree with you. I've seen it firsthand. I've seen women getting brutalized by men. I agree with you that yes, there was a generation that carried that out. But my generation, we're not like our grandfather's generation. That was more so my granddad and great grandfather. That was their generation, where women had to be under the man because the laws didn't permit black women to go work or unless you was working in somebody's kitchen.
Right. So that's why when you say something like, well, this was from years of being treated this way, now this is what is the result. That's also can be said the same. That's why I don't like this whole gender bias shit. Because it can also be said the same for women. Like we had to take this shit for so long. A man could bust me in the mouth and whatnot. And hold on, women weren't wrong for saying men were doggish. That's that's what Freedom said. But the thing about it is, I think that we have got, in my opinion, if you really sat down at the table, I think both genders have valid dislikes, but it seems like we have I was listening to Tariq, and I think you might have listened to that show too, and he was talking about that manosphere. And he said he's noticed that a bunch of these simps, what we would call simps, and dudes that couldn't get women at one time, and now now you hear these repeating these talking points and shit, and they be trying to shit on women now just because really they couldn't get women in the first place. So this is kind of gave them.
I heard him say that, and I disagreed with.
I disagree with a lot of shit Tariq Nasheed say. So,
who built his career telling men how to mac women?
Okay, did you ever read any of the books? Because when he said mac women, I'm gonna tell you what it do. He talked about how I think the title was a little misleading. The macking. He didn't tell you how to, like, when you read in the book, it wasn't like pimping or anything. It was just telling you kind of like how you get a woman, like how you get a woman, like what we talking about, how to not be friend zoned and stuff like that. He'll tell you how to get your game up, things you need to say. You know what I'm saying? Things you need to wear, or being confident. That's the kind of shit that's in the book. It's not about just like dogging a bitch and shit like that.
Let's go with that. So a lot of young men did read that book, and because of the wording, what do you think they took from it? Because what is a Mac?
Well, the title can say one thing, but the content can say another. And I do have a personal friend of mine that actually read all his shit like that, and he tried to be. I mean, when I looked at him, it was talking to him. I felt like I was talking to Tariq Nasheed because he wasn't doggish at all. He wasn't mackish at all. He did what the suggestions gave in the book, but you could tell that he was speaking from the book because he was using all Tariq's talking points and slang and and even his mannerisms. I was like, man, you took it a step too far, my nigga. But
no, but that's what happened.
But maybe he was getting women like that.
Was it working?
I don't know. I wouldn't think it would, but because it just seemed like it was so rehearsed and not natural.
But I mean, that's what playing it. Because remember, you said he put him up on game. Game is something you practice for. So you know what I'm saying? That's what you know what I'm saying. But now, I want to kind of go back to a point that we might be skipping over, because we have a whole like Generation X, Generation Y, where a lot of us, when we come to black, because I ain't talking about all men, because I don't get into all that shit.
Right.
But a lot of us was raised by women, and a lot of us came up. See, and I think you need to highlight that piece what we're talking about, because a lot of us are coming from environments that were dominated by women, and we grew up learning how to or trying to satisfy women in order for us to survive. It was about us being able to make women happy. Like I used to be, like for me, I knew that if God was a woman, I'm going to heaven. I prefer God to what? What?
Nothing.
She just, if God is a woman, I'm guaranteed heaven. Because I know how to treat a woman.
Okay.
In most cases. Unless you get on my goddamn nerves. But anyway, that's a whole nother piece. But you might need to, because you need to stress that piece. Because a lot of these men that are out here trying to get these women are men who came from mothers who possibly have been dogged by men from a different generation. These might be the kids that were raised on the other side of town. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
With their mama that really wasn't in the family. You understand what I'm saying? And we got a whole bunch of these young men who came up watching their mamas getting dogged, watching their mamas go for dogs, and men that they didn't like, and having to fight to protect their mama from these men. And they said, I am not going to be that type of man. And these have been the men that's been out here trying to get the women that now, because they are not like those men back in the day, but like they are the men that have been raised by their mother. They're the ones that wouldn't be talking about, y'all scared to come talk to us. You don't, you're not a real man type shit.
They intimidate men. That tickles me. It really does. Now, let me say this, okay? So you know, I'm 50 years old, born in 71. So I agree with you, brother. I would even venture to say that those of us born in the 70s a lot of us came from single mother homes. Because what happened in the 70s? What happened? What changed?
I don't know. Welfare, feminism, whatever may have happened.
There you go. Welfare,
But a key piece was the death of the actual civil rights and black power movement.
Mm-hmm.
And the rise of the black exploitation movie. Now everybody is trying to do cocaine and wear their hair like Superfly and pimp hoes.
And wear their hair like Farrah Fawcett and Superfly. I agree. And we had my biological sperm donor I'm his only offspring, and he walked away. The first time I heard him say happy birthday to me was when I turned 46. So again, black men have been hearing
because that's my experience.
So whose fault is it that he walked away? Is it the woman's fault that he walked away? Since most women are the one.
I'm not going to say that because, see, you got to understand the landscape was different back then, too. Child support wasn't popping then.
It wasn't at all.
Could women and go to a whole nother state and totally ignore that.
And disappear. Listen.
My grandfather had children out in Cali. He's got children right now in Cali. He's from Louisiana. He would have had twins.
Papa was a rolling stone.
And then created more children. So that was something that was going on in a different landscape. We're not in that same landscape now. And I think what's happening is that the men who are out here putting a good foot forward, and really, like you said, brother, we care about pleasing our women. I don't know a man that doesn't. All my friends are married, and they care about pleasing their wives as you should. We just got the wrong lessons because of how the landscape at that time, like you said, was heavily female dominated. And
yes, it was.
Lots of ushering in of welfare. Hey, black woman, we'll cut you a check every month if you kick that nigga out of your house.
But now, but let's be honest. That wasn't what was said. Now, that wasn't what was said. It was it was so easy for both parties because it ain't like women just was like throwing niggas out in droves.
Right.
Because look, I'm a little bit older than you. I'm a little bit older than you, maybe 1 year. But at my grandmother's funeral, when I spoke to my dad, I said, because I never knew how many brothers and sisters I had. I knew I had them. I asked him, and he said, think about 16. Now, for a nigga to be able to say, I think about 16 is problematic. Because one, we got men that was just out here having thrills. And we got women that were keeping babies. You understand what I'm saying? So we got one man with multiple women carrying his seed. So now, how many times, because me and you might be brothers, nigga. I'm just saying.
Go ahead.
My brother, yes, and I agree with you 100%. But like Navita made a point earlier, it's not a say the word again, Navita. You said about the sexes. You said
Gender bias. Was that it?
Gender bias. I said right there. So let's not be gender biased. We know and we've heard for years that black men were responsible. We know what we did. We know black men know that. But now, how about this? There is a movement of black women who don't desire to get married, but they'll go and have children.
But apparently, there's a desire for black men to do that too, though.
See, women control childbirth, not men. We don't control childbirth. Women control childbirth.
I disagree.
You asked the question, and I need to go back. You said, well, in this with my mom and my biological sperm donor, was it her fault or his? It was both of their fault.
Right. So let's say that.
So it's both.
I'll tell you why. Because my mom didn't require to be married. There was no requirements. A lot of these women don't have requirements. That's the problem. We meet, we talked a little bit, and the next thing you know, we fucking. Ain't nobody talking about, hey.
And nobody had requirements. That's the thing. Nobody had requirements.
Nobody's talking like that. And now, I remember my ex-wife, when she was pregnant with my first son, we sitting there talking, and she said these words to me, and I've never forgot it. Just because I'm having a child with you doesn't mean I have to stay with you. And I didn't pay attention to that. I married her anyway. That was my fault. You see? Mm-hmm. So we have women with that kind of mindset, especially women who are high up on the pay scale. If a woman is successful, making good money, they feel like already, I don't need a man, but I want children. Oh, there's one here in Columbus. Old girl that does hair. What's her name? The famous chick that does hair here, and she goes back and forth. She had a spot over on Broad Street.
Hey! Don't get me sued.
Yeah.
Don't get me sued.
We don't got that.
I know who you're talking about, but don't
I know who he's talking about. You're talking about Rochelle.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and I'm telling the facts. How can she sue you if it's true? She has like 3 or 4. She told me herself, if a man wants to keep me, he's got to get me pregnant. That way he'll keep me at least for 9 months. I was like, wow. Wow. But I've said that to say that I agree with Navita when she says we got to get rid of the pointing of the fingers. We have to do more self-inventory. And I believe that black men are doing that now. It's evident because you see more black men getting married, wanting to get married. I have a 23, soon to be 24-year-old son, no children, in college, working, doing his thing. And we have these talks all the time. And he's going through some shit right now with one of these modernized women. So I think that black men have changed. We paid attention to the ridicule and all of the things that we was being pushed on us that we weren't doing right. And we have started changing. Our women are becoming more masculine, and I don't need a dude, and all of these. I want to have kids, but not a husband. One woman on one of these shows said that if she got married, she would want her husband to live in another house.
But see, this is the thing, though. I think that's why I think that men and women, they both have separate issues. I know you say men have adjusted to the things that trying to adjust. Okay.
Well, hold on. Now, you did yours. Let her go. Go ahead.
So anyway, it's like we have men. You said they have adjusted or trying to adjust to the things that we want. But at the end of the day, like I said, women are being more masculine, and I find that men are being more feminine. And I think that, like for example, some of the feminine things would be how that guy got on the Facebook and everybody supported his whiny ass behavior as being something that was, well, I was like, what is it? I was supporting the patriarchy of whatever the hell, and that's misogynistic to tell a man that he
You're
can't get
ball
on.
shaming the video. You're ball shaming.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
Put your dick up, Navita.
right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how in the world, you have a lot of these men out here who, like when Hatima talked on previous shows, the women is doing the hunting and bringing home the goddamn shit. And so she got a wife.
Right. Sometimes we got to call it what it is. Now,
So we about to get out of here because it's been over an hour now, I think. So
and
we didn't
she's a
even get to the
stickler for
second.
time.
We didn't get to the second part.
This one thing, and I'm gonna get out y'all's way. I appreciate you letting me come on and rock with y'all. I really
For sure.
I agree. And then just to the people listening, we all have to. And this was something that Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, when I had the pleasure and privilege to interview her a couple years before she passed, I asked her at the end of the interview, what solutions are there? What solutions do you offer for us? How can we get better? She said, self-inventory, that we all need to start looking at ourselves and make the changes within ourselves first, and then move forward with combining or building a relationship, or even entering into marriage. And I agree with that. I work on it constantly. That stuck with me. I'm not the same man that I was, said, 5 years ago. I've grown and matured, and I realized the types of energy that I was attracting was because of the energy that I was putting out. So I accept anything, my shortcomings and things like that. We just want our women to start doing the same thing. Ashe. All right.
Okay, Ashe.
And Brother Hachim, we will definitely get together, man. And I would love to have. I don't mess with YouTube. I'm on Blog Talk. That way I can do whatever I want, say whatever I want. You can talk about the Pope and everything on Blog Talk. They're not blocking me. So
well, we got GNJ Media. GNJ.media is the same type of format.
I just watched Sean Netter and Minister what is his name?
Minister Chap, something like that.
Yeah, Minister Chap. I just watched them do a combined show. And so, yeah, we can definitely do that. I'm down with that, man. You guys are, I support you, not just by calling in and asking everybody listening, please donate. Definitely donate, because this is real African-centered knowledge and information we get from these people right here. And peace to the other brother, the elder that's not on there tonight. I hope he's feeling well and gets better so we can get him in there as well.
Yeah, this Omarion is real.
Yeah.
He's singing long-ass songs.
Yeah, we'll get together, man. But thank y'all again. I'm going to get out y'all.
Well, thank you for
can they find you have a site for them to come to?
Yeah, you can check us out. I do the shows live. I've got a show that I honor the old school radio form. I'm a radio guy. I went to school for broadcasting, right? So I've done television a little. I've done videos. We've got some videos on YouTube. If you just type in WMLR, they'll pop up. You can Google. You can look us up on Google. You can look us up on Facebook. We got a page. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. The shows are all there. We've done some great shows. Talked about some topics guys do. And we had different shows. We had a show where WMLR, more spelled MOOR, using the Greek definition of the word, meaning black or dark complexion. More Talk Radio.
Okay.
Okay.
More Life Radio. So
More Life Radio.
WMLR, yeah, WMLR is the call letters. I'll put them in the chat. You know, if anybody's interested, check a brother out. Y'all might like what you hear. I got a show. I was about to say I do a Quiet Storm show in salute to Smokey Robinson and the brother that actually created the Quiet Storm format. It's a dying format. You don't hear it very much on radio, so I'm trying to keep that going. I promote underground artists, new artists you probably haven't heard, and of course, we play them classics for you, baby. So check us out, WMLR, more like you see.
All right, thank you. We'll have to get together, maybe combine some things or what have you. But we are down to the wire, and I gotta get back
to the wire,
to the fire, to the wall, because I gotta get my schoolwork going,
and I gotta get ready for the show tomorrow morning.
So anybody, you know, when you tune in, like and share the post.
Please do. It will be posted up on Spreaker as a podcast as well. So you'll be able to get that probably tomorrow morning.
And I'll reshare the post. And thank you for tuning in. And next week, we're going to touch back on the friend zone because we got off of that, to be honest with you. And I really want to talk a little bit about that, where how Tim has some good notes here. So we're going to get back on that friend zone piece, and we're going to stick to that friend zone piece and break that down. And so we out.
We out. She can't find the button.
No,
she looking for the commercial.
Hold on a second. I was trying to